Hey guys, Kev here, and this is the What's Hot for May 31st for the gear drop at Urban EDC. Link is down below to the gear drop. That'll drop tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, unless you have early access, in which case you can go there now. So, this is going to be a light week. Blade Show is on Friday. Most people are heading there tomorrow and Thursday. So, rightfully so. Urban EDC isn't going to have a ton of stuff. Maybe they do. We're going to go check it out. I haven't really looked. There's one item I know that's dropping tomorrow that is kind of anticipated for them, something that is just sort of released in the last couple of weeks. So we'll definitely talk about that. In terms of stuff they sent me, I did not get a package this week. Again, with Blade Show, I think, and Memorial Day, they just didn't have, the stuff and or time to get me a package, and I'm good with that because I would have had to turn around quick and everything. I do still have the baby Nessie. I accidentally forgot to send this one along last time, so I still have it in hand. And man, the more I handle this thing, the more I like it. So this pre-order is still up if you're interested. And I think the price point on this guy is solid. I mean, you're looking at a titanium frame lock with M390 steel, thumb studs, milled clip, all that stuff. And I think it starts at $250. And the full tie Sagaha one is like $279 or something like that. I mean, it's still not bad at all. So I think the baby Nessie is the perfect form for this Nessie design from Chris Taylor. And at this point, I think I've had this guy for 3 weeks now? Is that right? Maybe 2, but absolutely wonderful in hand. 2 thumbs up on the baby Nessie for me. And then they may still have some NAFSCO Lander exclusives in M390. This comes in green with the black or tan with satin. And then you get these contoured scales with it. And it comes with a set of flat Sagaha pattern scales. So you get 2 sets of scales, M390 steel for $149. I think there might still be some in stock. So check that out if you're interested. Another cool exclusive from Urban EDC. So that's it for the stuff that I have here that kind of, is relevant. So let's go check out the page here and see what's going on with the drop. So we're going to have the ProTech Malibus, and this is going to be in 20 CV steel. And see, this is more like it, right? There's only one left currently, unfortunately, but $229. That made more sense. The one we saw a week or so ago, I forget when it was like 300 something. This makes perfect sense to me. $229, 20 CV. Get the reverse Tanto blade, stonewashed with the button lock. It's the best button lock in the game, guys. Nothing has really matched it yet, to be honest. So, Combat Beads has the dope-ass driver. I had a couple of these. Love it. I just have had way too many drivers, and I'm kind of stuck on these right now. I have the Anso driver from Audacious Concepts, and then I have the V5 Anso driver, and I just love these two, so they're just kind of my go-tos now. I do still have, I believe, I still have one. How can I remember? Get Good Screw on. Sorry, Get Good Screw driver. Still have one of those, and then I have the skiff tool for spinning pivots and such, and a Weeha stubby driver. So I still got plenty of drivers, but I had more. And this was one of them, and I really like it. I mean, $100 for G10, yeah, it sounds expensive, but it's very nicely milled, and you can get it in white, orange, or jade. I think it's a great purchase. If you don't have a driver right now, it's kind of reminiscent of this guy right here. It gives you a good length, so you can get good precision. It has really good jimping up here, so you can get good control and precision. It has the spinner on the back, so you can palm it and spin, right? And then having that frag pattern up here means you can get good torque because you get a good tight grip. Where you get those real skinny ones like the CRKT one or the Scout Leather Co. one, you can't really get a lot of torque. That's more for precision only. So this one and the Combat Beads one are really versatile. They're kind of a do-it-all bit driver. So I highly recommend those. And, you know, these aren't always available. And so if that one is, I would say get that one. It's probably equally as good. So that's my spiel on the bit drivers. Then we have the Strider PT Plus. By the way, I have this, I don't know what it's called, Izzy. Got this at Costco. It's like sparkling water with fruit juice in it. It's not like Spindrift where it's like kind of fresh juice. They do use concentrate, but they don't have any added sugars or preservatives or anything. It's very good. I definitely prefer the mango and clementine over the other two, but so you have the PT Plus already sold out. Here we have some flashlights. So Ray Light with the pineapple and, the Lan Apple. We saw that last week, I think. And then the Triple Dawn in aluminum. We saw it in titanium last week. We have UTX 70s. So, you know, some repeat stuff here. Pineapple Mini in brass sold out already. Chavez bolt action pen in titanium. Very cool pen if you're into, you know, Chavez's style. Like if you like big, thick, heavy stuff, I think you're going to like the pen. That's just not my style personally. But $135, I think that's a good price on that. Brad Zinker Customs. Okay. So we have some custom drop points. Oh, man. So he does use that clip on his customs. It looks a little cleaner here than it does on the one we saw from Boker. But I still don't like that clip. Look at it. He's got a buzz cut front flipper. He's rocking the buzz front flipper. Or maybe we're rocking the Zinker front flipper. I mean, he's been around forever. So African Blackwood, Brazilian Rosewood, Desert Ironwood Burl. I mean, that's some pretty cool stuff. 900 bones, but cool knives. We have some beads here from Combat Beads, which is cool. 60 bones on those, all different styles in titanium. We're going to get to that next one. We have the Vanish in a couple versions. Wait, they have more of the Sagaha? Okay, so they have more of the bead blasted Sagaha. I guess they re-upped or something. I don't know. But that's awesome. So definitely check that out. 129. That's, guys, yeah, it's just a fantastic knife. I mean, I have 3 of them. I had 4, and this is their exclusive slip from Troy. And then I have the Sagaha in the gold version or bronze with the black wash. It's just such a good knife. 20 CV steel. Love it. Highly recommend. No brainer. And then we have the Odin's Eye and Zerk again. We saw that a couple weeks ago. And a ProTech Runt 5 limited in Damascus, and they're bronze. I mean, it's $600, but pretty damn sexy knife. I think I had one of these in, if I remember right. Maybe it was a little different, but looks absolutely sweet. So that's your gear drop, except they are dropping the Urban Minimalist. So this is a collaboration with Everyday Minimalist, Brandon. Good dude. And he's been working with Urban EDC for a long time. And I guess he designed a knife and they picked it up. And it looks like it's going to be an Urban EDC knife, but his design. So it's kind of a licensed design. I don't know how their deal works. But there's 3 versions of it. And I saw the price initially was $325. And I was thinking, I have to handle it and see it first to know. How, what I think about that price. The only reason I questioned it at all is because if you look at the build, it seems very similar to the F5.5, has the same clip. Essentially, this is a aftermarket clip from Lynch, but it says a hand satin blade, titanium scales, and that clip. And it is a titanium liner lock. And this one was $265, I think. And the base model is $239. So when I saw $325, I was like, I don't know, And I asked them about it, and they said, well, with the F5, it's higher quantities because it's an established model, So that makes sense. And I guess the materials might be slightly different, being a frame lock with studs and a compound grind versus, the way the F5.5 is. So I see that. This comes in 3 versions, and it looks like they're all $299. So they're having a limited special Sagaha pattern only, which apparently you can't see until the drop, which apparently includes early access, because I can't see it, but you can buy it. So it just says Sagaha engraved titanium. So I don't know if that means just this. They said it was something you'd never seen before, so I don't know. The first 40 orders get a set of unreleased Everyday Minimalist Ranger eyes. Let's just read this. Designed in special collaboration with Everyday Minimalist, the Urban Minimalist combines Brandon's discerning taste and eye for design with our EDC know-how to create the sleekest slicer for your everyday carry. Engineered for the urban environment, the Urban Minimalist is as simple as it gets, but no simpler. Okay. Eschewing, I can't say that word. Any extraneous or superfluous elements. Yo, who wrote this? Eschewing any extraneous or superfluous elements. Right over my head. Every design choice is purposeful, intentional, and focused on performance and functionality. The supercalifragilistic expialidocious nature of I'm just kidding. I'm gonna give you a little rib there, whoever wrote that. At the cutting edge, the Urban Minimalist showcases a premium Bowler M390 blade with a gorgeous hollow compound grind. This allows unmatched slicing prowess while still retaining strength and stability through the crown spine. There's a crown spine? Okay. And tip, riding on ceramic bearings, the Urban Minimalist features the smoothest deployment and drop shut action. The sleek yet meticulously contoured handles come in your choice of lightweight G10 micarta inlays or a full solid titanium configuration. While minimal, it offers a secure and confident grip with no hot spot or even with extended use. Okay, so there's a lot of information in here. I'm not going to read all that. Please note that some changes to the prototypes will occur for the production run that may impact the appearance slightly. They include hollow grind will be a compound hollow grind. The blade spine will be rounded, so that's why they're saying crowned. The addition of a beveled edge around the scale. Okay, so some chamfering around the edges. They said it was contoured, right? It kind of looks flat to me. A slight reduction in handle thickness. Awesome, because it did look a little chunky to me. And the black G10 will come with a black blade. Oh, okay. Designed with Brandon. Jimping for enhanced control. Where's the jimping? Trying to get a good look at this sucker. All right, let's see if we can get in here. We're in the quick thing, right? Let's go to the actual thing. Let's go. All right, here we go. So here's a look. You have jimping here along the spine, but not much of it. I don't see any other jimping. It does look like, what kind of finish is that? A belt satin or a stone wash? Oh, there's a video. Okay. Hey, let's take a look. Okay, I don't want to read a whole thing. Did he do a close-up? Let's see. Come on, baby. This is when tabletop comes in handy, right? Ah, he did it. Okay, he got me. He got me. So, yeah, they look like flat slabs. I don't see contouring, and they mention that, but maybe they mean on the edges. That's why they added that part about contouring. Yeah, I mean, it's a simple design, which is what he's going for. Yeah, I think it's cool. If you're a fan, this is how, when I look at this design, if you're a fan of the Quiet Carry Waypoint and Chavez knives, I think those are kind of like melded together here in this design, and that's cool. Those are two very different styles of knives, and putting those together is very interesting to me. And I'm not saying, I don't play the copy this, look like this game. I'm just saying I can see elements from both. And I don't know if he'd agree. I can't tell you. But yeah, interesting knife. I think it's, I need to handle it personally before I can say one way or another if you should go buy it or whatever, or if I would buy it. I'm hoping to get one in after Blade Show. Maybe I'll get lucky and actually handle it at Blade Show. One thing I just noticed is the handle on the titanium one does not have any show side scales. Look at that. Or screws. No hardware. Look at that. But these have hardware here and here, which is interesting. And then this one has just one screw there. So that one screw down there is holding in, I guess the clip is holding everything together through here, along with the pivot. That's very interesting. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I really want to check these out so I can get hands-on and kind of feel them. But it's a cool looking design. I normally like some kind of a choil or something. It looks like you could rest there as a kind of a flat. Yeah, I like the blade shape. Very simple handle, but that's usually, the most ergonomic is something simple, and then it has the f5.5 clip that a lot of people like. I do know it causes some hot spots for right-handed folks because of the way it comes up here, but depending on the way this handle fills your hand, it would just be person to person on that. $299 for the pre-order. I think that makes sense. I mean, they knocked $25 off, $26 for people to get in on it early. That seems fair to me. So if you guys are interested in this, if you want to pick one up, definitely check it out. I can say it has what looks like the same studs as this. And I love these studs. I'm going to close this out so we can just talk. I love these studs. And you can see they're the same. They have that kind of flat look on the end. Love them. They just work so well. They grab your finger really well. You can see they look like they wouldn't have a lot of traction, but you can see there's a ton of traction there. And they just work really well. The size on the knife is something that I was trying to figure out because on their Instagram post today, they said it had a 3-inch handle close. And I was like, that's tiny because this is 3 3/4 close. That was a placeholder. So it has a 3.5-inch blade. Damn, that's pretty big. 3.5 ounces. That's good. 3.3 on the. Oh, okay. Let me show this. 5 ounces on the titanium version. So it's kind of Chavez-y right there. 5 ounces. That's a hefty boy. 3.3, 3.4. Now, then again, hefty. This is 4 ounces. So you add 1 ounce. Is that a big difference? You're going to add 0.2 of an inch to the end of this. You're going to be looking more like this size. Although I do think that I misinterpret the relative, and I think it's actually closer to 3.3 than it is 3.5. I think it's like 3.4. But think this size knife, right? But more slender handle, right? And then you have that drop point blade or whatever it is. So, yeah, that's larger than I expected from him. I didn't know he liked big knives and could not lie. It's 8 inches overall and 4.5 inches closed. So very standard size knife, which I think a lot of you guys are going to like that it's just a normal knife size. I'd say 7.5 to 8 inches is like the sweet spot for people. Not everybody, but a lot of people are like, okay, I'm good with that. You know what I mean? If I like the knife enough, that size works. And I'm the same way. So that's the Urban Minimalist. I just wanted to cover it in the video to give a shout out to that. And check it out because I haven't really had a time to sit down and read through specs and all that stuff. Eschewing no extraneous superfluous. Sorry. It should crack me up though. I'm terrible with words like that, so it just cracked me up. So let me know what you guys think. Are you picking one up tomorrow? I mean, that's kind of the star of the show this week is the Minimalist. I'd be curious to hear if you're picking one up, if you're interested in it, if you want to see some reviews before you buy in. And, you know, whatever, just give me your take on that. Are you picking anything else up? And if you do, I highly appreciate it if you use my links down below. I'm just going to put one link to the gear drop, make it easy on everybody. But if you use that, it does help the channel, and I truly appreciate it. So I'm going to cut it off here, 20 minutes. Try to keep it short. I love you guys. I'll be back after Blade Show. We'll see what happens next week. You're going to see you're going to see less content the next week because I'm going to start dropping off to one video a day starting Friday, I think. And then I'll probably do that through next week just so I can get through it, get back from Blade, get settled. I already have it kind of booked out most of that week and everything. So, yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.